The DeSantis Super PAC head honcho privately admits he is spreading dirt on Vivek Ramaswamy. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time that we talk about the 2024 Republican presidential primary, because everyone, it appears that the DeSantis Super PAC Never Back Down, which on this channel we call Never Stand Up, has admitted they are the ones spreading dirt on Vivek Ramaswamy, and potentially doing it because they're terrified at the prospect that Ramaswamy could be a serious threat to DeSantis. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So, let me be 100% clear before we start. I am not the most trustworthy of Vivek Ramaswamy. I'm not. There's some serious question marks about him. With that being said, however, it is quite a coincidence that it is the DeSantis people that are actually pushing this narrative about Ramaswamy into the forefront. What does that tell you? Well, that Ramaswamy is a serious threat to DeSantis. Because guess what? There's been several polls that have indicated that Ramaswamy is within striking distance of surpassing DeSantis, at least in the polling. So let's look at this. The top strategist for Ron DeSantis' Super PAC privately told donors that Vivek Ramaswamy posed a threat to the governor and bragged that the Super PAC was behind an avalanche of opposition research targeting the rival candidate. So yeah, they admitted it. Jeff Rowe, who, look him up, he has quite a successful record. Not. Everything you read about him is from us, said Jeff Rowe, the leader of the DeSantis-aligned Never Back Down, which again, we call it Never Stand Up, but because it's funny, and it's opposite of what this says, told the gathering donors. Every misstatement, every 360 he's conducting or 180 that he's going through in life is from our scrutiny and pressure, and so he's not to go through that very well, and that will get worse for him. Rowe was speaking just hours before the first GOP primary debate, in remarks captured in an audio recording obtained by Politico. During his question and answer session, he conceded that if Ramaswamy had a big night at the debate, it could prove problematic for DeSantis. That's not great for us, short term, he added, which every poll indicates Ramaswamy did in fact win that debate. The only people that seriously believe Nikki Haley won or DeSantis won, they're the DeSantis people on Twitter. Based on real polling data we have, Ramaswamy was the clear winner of that debate, with many people saying DeSantis was in fact one of the biggest losers of that debate. Because let's be real, he didn't have a bad night, DeSantis, but he needed a great night. He didn't have that. He did not have even a good night. It was just, he didn't make any major mistakes other than look at Ramaswamy for raising his hand, then he raised his hand. It's like, yeah, there's some serious question marks about Ramaswamy, but let's be real, he did win that debate. Hours later, Ramaswamy would become a focal point of the debate, with the multimillionaire entrepreneur and first-time candidate trading barbs with former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, and former Vice President Mike Pence. Campaigns and allied super PACs often peddle opposition research on their opponents to the press in hopes of landing negative stories, which it is true. But it is exceedingly rare that a top strategist is caught on recording admitting as much. Yeah, because, let's be real, that's, it's allowed, but it's like, is that really the best part of campaigning? Is that really what you're going to spend your time on, finding dirt on people? It's like, should that really be the job of the campaign to do that? Again, it's not illegal, but there are some serious ethical questions about it. But they did in fact leak a bunch of this information to Ramaswamy. And Roe is no mere operative. Never Back Down has taken on a central role in trying to secure the nomination for DeSantis, spending tens of millions of dollars to support a major voter persuasion and advertising operation. And again, let's be clear that DeSantis' campaign is violating federal law with the Never Stand Up PAC. Why? Like I've said, super PACs are not allowed to directly work with campaigns. They're not. And let's be real, every article is saying, Never Back Down is running the DeSantis campaign. Guys, the FEC is 100% waiting on the nomination of DeSantis if that ever happens. And the second he gets nominated, how much you want to bet? Suddenly, we figured out they violated campaign law, and they're going to drain the resources of DeSantis. It's true. Never back down or never stand up. Guess what? They are, in fact, running the show. Not just, indirectly. Directly running the campaign. A spokesperson for Never Stand Up did not return a request for comment. Ramaswamy's campaign, however, cast Roe's comments as evidence that the candidate was gaining momentum, which is true. When DeSantis' super PAC, Chris Christie, the New York Times, MSNBC, and the rest of the bipartisan establishment are all going after you at the same time, you're right over the target, said Ramaswamy spokesperson Trisha McLaughlin, which is true. Listen, I don't know if I trust Ramaswamy 100%. With that being said, it is oddly suspicious that Conservative Inc. is all attacking him at once. Not just, like the Daily Wire or whatever. It's every organization. It's every big conservative commentator all at once. It's like, hold on a minute here. And again, I have some serious question marks about Ramaswamy. I don't know if I trust him. But the fact that the conservative establishment is all working together behind the scenes to take down Ramaswamy, it's like, does that sound familiar with 2016 and what they're doing to Trump right now? Just very coincidental. Polls have shown Ramaswamy gaining momentum in the Republican presidential primary, and even fighting for contention with DeSantis as the leading rival to the front-running candidate, former President Trump. Well, let's be real. Being down 40 points, that's not really a direct rival. That's just, you're in the back. Yay, you're in second place. I'm up by 50. So it's not really a direct rival, just it's a battle for second place at this point. While Roe argued that the 38-year-old Harvard-educated Ramaswamy would wield under increased scrutiny from the National Press Corps, his private remarks also betrayed an anxiety within DeSantis' orbit over ascendance. Prior to the debate, Roe's political consulting firm, Axiom, had uploaded a dossier to its website suggesting ways in which DeSantis could try and tarnish Ramaswamy, primarily by dubbing him as a phony. During the pre-debate presentation, Roe relayed that the well-funded Never Stand Up was behind a raft of negative stories about Ramaswamy, who in recent days had faced questions about his inconsistencies on key issues, such as foreign policy and his readiness to be president. He's also been pressed on his past criticism of Trump, who Ramaswamy now praises as the best president of the 21st century. And let's be clear, I read the quotes of Ramaswamy's book. People are misquoting him, in the book at least. He said, that Trump made a mistake on January 6th, but he's not directly saying he's a bad president, just he believes that Trump could have possibly handled January 6th better. You know, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if I agree with Ramaswamy on that, but they're trying to make it sound like he called Trump a neo-Nazi and stuff. It's like, no, he never did. He just criticized him, but he never went full-blown, never Trumper like some people. He will not get through the discovery, scrutiny, and decline phase of presidential politics very well. Oh, really? Coming from the campaign where their candidate, Ron DeSantis, looks like Homelander right now. I'm not even kidding. Look up videos of Ron DeSantis with that fake smile and compare him to Homelander. It's like, yeah, he looks like freaking Homelander right now. You could tell he's not taking the pressure of the campaign well, and they're saying, well, Ramaswamy will not take it good either, even though he has. His scrutiny phase, we are putting him through it right now. Finding stuff from 30 years ago when he was like, 18, it's not going to be the best argument, but that's what they're doing. Roe's presentation, which was held in Milwaukee, the site of the first GOP debate, was aimed at providing an update to DeSantis' top financial supporters. During the roughly hour-long meeting, portions of which were earlier reported by CNN and the New York Times, Roe pleaded with the contributors for $50 million to fund the super PAC's efforts. The appeal came as polls have shown DeSantis stagnant in the race and trailing Trump by wide margins nationally and in early primary states. They're running out of money. That's what's going on here. It's not, oh, we believe we can turn the ship. At this point in time, Jeff Roe, he's using this as a grift. He's gaining a lot of financial benefits from this. He can care. I guarantee you, Jeff Roe doesn't care if DeSantis wins the nomination or not. He's lining his pockets up. I mean, think about this. If they were trying to pick up steam, why did they abandon every single state except New Hampshire, Iowa, and South Carolina? They spent tens of millions in California, Texas. Hell, they abandoned Nevada, which is the third state in the primary. And they're trying to make it sound like DeSantis has stagnated. No. Stagnated is what happened to Obama in 2008. He went from 20% at the start to the end of the year to around 20%. DeSantis has gone from 35% to 12%. That's not stagnant. That's just pure collapse. Roe stressed that the governor needed to have a moment during the debate and show that he could take a punch. But he also downplayed the notion that DeSantis was in a bad spot politically. You see what I'm saying? Jeff Roe is doing this to line his pockets. He doesn't give a rat's ass if DeSantis actually pulls this off somehow. He compared the campaign to a college football season, with the debate representing the kickoff for the first game. What? No. For one, that is a terrible comparison. Let's be real. DeSantis, if we're comparing this to college football, is like Penn State every year. They start the year 2-0 against Pigeon State or whatever. Then they go to like Ohio State, which is, in this situation, say the debate, and they get freaking walloped. I mean, that's the better comparison. This isn't, oh, he's, we just had kickoff. No, your kickoff was earlier this year. You beat Pigeon State, we'll just say it's Charlie Crist, and you gain momentum. Then you go to a real team, which is, in this situation, the debate, and you got crushed. That's a better comparison. This isn't, just a kickoff. But either way, folks, can you tell that this campaign, it's not looking too good? It's just seems like that everything is going poorly for never back down, never stand up. And it's getting to a point where they're more worried about Ramaswamy taking second than they are of even competing with Trump. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course join the channel today. Thank you so much, Godspeed to all of you.